It's time now for David Holtzford's highlights, the best of what happened in high school sports around the state of Alabama last week. Remember, if you want to see your team on next week's highlights, send your videos to David Holtzford at the email address on the screen. Be sure to stick around at the end of the highlights for highlights from last week's Benjamin Russell win over Pelham in the AHSAA TV WOTM Game of the Week. We open this week's highlights checking in on Class 6A Region 4 rivals Central Tuscaloosa taking on Northridge High School. Central hasn't beaten Northridge since 2007, and in this game the Falcons trailed for most of the night. Trailing 9-0 in the fourth quarter, Central mounted a rally highlighted by this big touchdown by David McNeil, which cut the lead to 9-6. The Cougars added another field goal for a 12-6 lead with less than a minute to go. McNeil finds the end zone again. Central kicks an all-important extra point and downs Northridge 13-12. The win improved the Falcons of first-year head coach Demario Pippin to 5-3 overall and 3-2 in region play to keep their playoff hopes alive. Next, we head south to the Gulf Coast where we check in on Class 7A Region 1 rivals Daphne and Fairhope, playing in the 10th annual Spina Bifida Awareness Game, where proceeds from the game were being donated to Children's Hospital to help support Alabama families dealing with this debilitating illness. Trailing 3-0 in the first quarter, Daphne's Nick Clark runs in from 2 yards out to give the Trojans a 7-3 lead. Next, the Trojans defense, led by Marquez Lambert, gets to the Pirates quarterback Jackson Robertson in the Pirates end zone for a safety, and the Trojans lead moved to 9-3. Daphne opened the third quarter with a 64-yard drive capped off by Jamar Malone, scoring on the 1-yard run to extend their lead to 16-3. Fairhope fought back, but the Trojans of Coach Kenny King held on for a 16-13 win and improved to 4-3 on the year. Staying in Class 7A Region 1, we cross the bay to Mobile where we pick up Davidson taking on non-region opponent Park Crossing of Montgomery. The Warriors look strong with Terrence Gray rushing for 2 touchdowns. Quarterback Micah Spivey connects with Anthony Rabb on this quick screen pass play, and the speedy Rabb outruns the defense, going all the way for the touchdown and another score. Davidson's defense was led by Nick Perkins' 3 quarterback sacks and Aaron Hill's interception as the Warriors of Rick Cawley improved to 3-4 on the year. Heading to North Alabama next, we catch Hartselle running back Rye Fletcher having the game of his life, rushing for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns to lead the Tigers to a 21-14 win over Athens. They were tied 14-14 late in the game when Rye dashed 12 yards through the Golden Eagles defense for the winning touchdown. Hartselle, coached by Brian Moore, improved to 6-2 on the season and 3-1 in Class 6A Region 7. Athens fell to 5-2 and 2-2 in the region. Next, we have Birmingham's Parker Thundering Herd taking on Mountain Brook in a key Class 6A Region 5 battle on the Spartans' turf. The Spartans jumped out to a 7-0 lead, but the Herd stormed back with 2 touchdowns, including the game-winning score, a 1-yard drive by Naeem Offord, and Parker pulled out a 13-10 win to improve to 7-1 overall and 5-0 in Region 5. Coach Frank Warren and his strong squad snapped a 6-game losing streak in the series to post their first win over the Spartans of Coach Chris Yeager. Mountain Brook fell to 5-2 on the season and 3-1 in region play.
A big 6A Region 3 matchup tonight from the Sportsplex in Alex City. The home team, Benjamin Russell, pulling away in the fourth quarter. And they go ahead and win the game 41-14, outscoring Pelham 22-0 in that fourth quarter. Mickey Shadricks and Caleb Brooks. And, you know, this game had a lot of different things, but in the first half, it was all about Malcolm Simmons, the Auburn commit for Benjamin Russell. He got things going with a big punt return. 3 touchdowns for him in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, and it all started with this play right here as a punt return that kind of rolled to him a little bit. He saw a crease, took advantage of it, planted that foot, and once he planted that foot one time, he was gone. Nobody from Pelham was going to be able to keep up with him, and then a good drive from Benjamin Russell to get it down close to the goal line, and second effort able to get him in there. And a huge answer from Pelham as they went and cut the lead to 13-7 with that big pass play and the execution here, able to get in the end zone.
And then here is more of number 0, Malcolm Simmons, a pass over the middle, and get the ball in his hands in the open field. He can hurt you, and he gets his 3rd touchdown of the first half right there. This is a big play in the 3rd quarter. They fake the punt, they get the first down, they wind up scoring on this drive and pull to within 19-14.
Yeah, you could really feel the momentum shift right there. And, you know, Benjamin Russell, they exploded out the gate, but then kind of hit a wall. And when that touchdown happened there, you felt like, okay, here's Pelham's chance to get back in the game. Credit to Benjamin Russell, a big answer as Chris Foster was able to find the end zone. That made it 26-14, and they were able to go on and win this one 41-14 here.
Thanks again, David. Be sure to tune in to WOTM TV and the WOTM live stream to see these great games this week. First, we'll have girls flag football on Thursday as Oxford hosts Gadsden City. That game starts at 5:30, and stay with us after that for the WOTM AHSAA TV network Game of the Week from Lochapoka as they take on Maplesville live at 7 p.m. Then on Friday, come back to see Auburn High School student broadcast their game against Central Phoenix City at 7. All of these games will be available on WOTM television on our website at WOTM.tv and on the WOTM app available on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Thanks for watching.